We done ain't supposed to be dancing. Look how we gon' get in trouble now. Everybody cooping, how close we grinding down. It's best we go in a corner, but they got my neighbors there. You say you don't give a damn if everybody's there, but I have no interest to impress, cause I could care less if we dancing fearless. So let them post me on a Facebook story, more glory to see we dancing sneaky freaky. Sneaky link and wine.
Welcome to what we call Polotricks. Yes, oh my gosh, how I have missed you so much, Polotricks. And of course, it is all about, the city season that just started. It's already begun, congresses, launches, and here to discuss, to evaluate, to also converse, and to also give some sort of opinion. Hopefully he can, because he got big shoes to fill. And that is, of course, my guest co-host for today, the one, the only, Mr. Earl. Is it just Earl, or do I say the whole name, Earl Levons? Do I do the whole?
You do the whole name.
The whole name, okay, Earl
Thank
Levons.
you, I
Good day.
appreciate you.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, good day, Mr. Drew. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Happy to be here on your platform. It's a campaign year, and they start already. They ain't waiting for we. They ain't waiting for the appointed time to do it. And so we're here with another episode of Polotricks.
Yes, of course, Cedric Ortega is off. He had to be here today, and apparently he decided to look for votes instead of being here. I don't understand. He's starting to look for votes from now. You're voting for him?
Nah, well, he understood. He understood the assignment, and I just wish Mr. Ortega all the best on his campaign.
Yeah, you voted for him? You didn't answer the question.
I said he understood.
Started to sound like a politician already, man.
I said he understood the assignment, and that's why he's not here. So, and I wish him all the best on his campaign.
All right, let's begin off with the different launches. The Now Party had a Congress over the weekend. You had Mr. Julian Rolex of the USM having a launch, and of course, different candidates coming out of the woodwork. What do you think about the young blood that is happening? What do you think about it, Earl? Talk to me. Well,
I mean, I appreciate anyone that believes that they can postulate themselves for the highest position in our country. It's a challenge, and I appreciate anybody who believes that they can. I just think that we need to have some more respect for ourselves in that kind of manner as well,
Okay, what do you mean? What does that mean?
I mean, not because you can fly, you're going to jump off a bridge, or not because you think you can fly, you're going to try and jump off a bridge to prove that you can fly. So that not because you think that you can postulate yourself or be a politician, that means that you can actually be a politician.
Oh, wait a minute, Earl. You can't just come up and say something like that without saying why. Because what happened to we are the future? What happened to we are starting off from nothing to something? We can't just continue to have the same people using the same type of things over and over. What happened to that, Earl?
Well, I agree to a certain extent. And even they ain't ready. Even they ain't ready, Andrew. Even they ain't ready, Okay, shall we begin?
I thought we started already.
No, but you're at the congresses and the party, so.
I'm talking about new, fresh candidates. Candidates that have never run before, putting their political hats in the ring and saying, it's my time.
Okay, good. So then that brings me to our first, on this term of government, that brings me to our first Minister of Tourism. Do you remember who that was? Yeah, right?
What? We had like 5.
Yeah, but our first one.
Who was the first Minister of Tourism?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you remember?
I think it was...
Yeah, Andrew, you understand?
This is what
I'm saying,
Wait a minute now. I'm supposed to know this. In 2010, or are we talking about this term?
This current term.
Oh, this current term. Our first minister was Ludmila de Weaver.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And what happened to her?
What is this? You come on my show to question me?
She's a minister. I'm prepared.
She was a minister. And then she went, and then
she quit. She quit. She thought she could have been a politician. Let me help you out, Andrew Dick. She thought she could have been a politician, and then she quit. There's two things. Quitting is the second thing. Quitting on the people is the second thing I hate. The first thing is stealing from the people. Stealing from the people as a politician is the utmost, there's no coming back from that. But the second thing is quitting on the people them. So my point is,
Well, you know,
she thought that she also could have been a politician. She could have and it's her time to represent her family. As a weaver, she up next.
Wait, no.
Wait, let me finish.
I know, wait a minute. Hold on, Earl. Listen. It was a lot of pressure.
Really? Is not?
She went through a little bit of pressure.
Really?
Therefore, because remember the pressure of 721 and the interference of, political leaders.
Really?
Yeah, the tallest member of parliament. And, harassment that she had to go through as a minister. She could not handle it anymore, so she went back to parliament, which she was elected for in the first place.
So she quit on the people then. Let's call it what it is. She quit on the people then that elected her to handle the position. She postulated herself, and this is what I'm saying. Thanks for bringing us back to the point, because she postulated herself saying she's ready for the position. She get a position, and then she quit on the position. Okay? So not anybody who think they could be a politician, when they give them the politics, they can't. How much of them can handle it? After her was who, Mr. Andrew?
Wait, we're going down the line? Just going down the line?
Yeah, we can't. It's something not trying to, something is relevant.
Trying to get to a point.
Yeah, it's relevant topics I'm trying to get to, you know what I'm saying?
No problem.
But, no, what does she do? She can't, nothing good, she gone back to back. And that's the St. Martin. St. Martin is a culture of bashers.
That's not true. We are loving people.
Andrew,
we are the friendly island, Earl.
Andrew,
I refuse you are to talk down.
You are a poster child is the word. You are a poster child for the bashing department, Andrew. Let's go. You're a poster child for the bashing department, Andrew. No. I gotta drink some water on you.
I don't bash all the time.
Okay.
I speak from the heart to let people know what they're doing wrong. Now, continue your point. Forget about me.
But I prefer that if we could just transfer a little bit to constructive criticism now, I think we're going to be doing something. I don't want us to get to intellectual debate in the conversation like why you going to bring, you understand? If we could just realize we bashing and we could just get to now constructive criticism, I think we're going to achieve a great campaign this year.
Finish your point. Yes.
So not everybody's postulate themselves ready to be a politician. That's what I'm saying. You got to make sure you understand it is not an easy job. You're going to have a lot of people that's going to be rooting for you. It's not an easy job. Spotlight's on you. It's pressure. It's not that,
If I have aspirations to help my country grow and get better, Earl, you cannot let me out of the picture. You could not allow me the chance to help represent.
But Andrew, I have no political aspirations. You will never, you will never have to worry about Earl Levons Sr. trying to trick the people them, fool the people them, run campaign with the people them, and postulate myself to be a politician. I have no political aspirations. There's nothing in politics that Earl would like to do. Nothing.
Okay.
I have my own avenue of contribution that I'm contributing. I have my own ways of contributing to the country, and I believe that everybody should find that path. People believe that being a parliamentarian or a minister is the only way to contribute to the country.
Yeah, but you can do that. You can also contribute to the country by being a parliamentarian or a minister. At the end of the day, you want to go to the highest body in order to have effective change in the country, Earl. You to tell, that youngster who's watching now and thinking about becoming a politician, you've just broken somebody's heart. I
didn't break nobody's heart, Andrew. Another question for you, Andrew. All right, who's the CEO of the prison?
Stephen Karchi.
Stephen?
Karchi.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Who's the CEO of GB?
Temporary manager, but CEO. Troy Washington.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Who's the CEO of the hospital?
Felix Holiday.
Okay, good.
Yes.
As a reporter, Andrew, I'm very proud that you know that.
Yes.
But nobody else watching knew that. You know why?
Why?
Because they do not care to hold the institutions and the leader and the head of the institution
that's where you was
accountable.
You baited me.
I didn't bait you.
Yes, you baited me.
I asked you a
I didn't like that.
I asked you a question
No.
and you answered. I asked you a question and you were fortunate to answer. You fortunate?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, fine.
So we always run to the minister.
They're responsible.
But that's not how the governing or government works. There's CEOs in charge of the prison,
Which are put by
who does sign off on sick leave and sign off on paternity leave and then turn around and say he's short staff.
Leave the paternity women alone.
I'm not saying nothing wrong with them. They deserve to get it. You know what I'm saying? And I deserve to get it. But he got to then he don't see that he going to be short staff and try to get some assistance to help them.
They're going to actually have foresight, and that's a different program.
So then we got to call in the Minister of Justice for that.
Yes.
Right.
She's ultimately responsible for justice.
But
if something happens in the justice ministry,
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
The Minister of Justice.
I do.
Because he is the Minister of Justice.
But I'm glad you said it the right way. I'm glad you said it the right way. She's responsible for the Ministry of Justice. But over the prison, who's responsible over the prison, directly over the prison? The CEO and his organization and the hierarchy that falls underneath him as well. But we don't never question him. We don't never bring him in and say, sir, how much people did you sign on sick leave this week?
Okay, wait.
Do you have enough staff? What do you do for it? We don't never ask them no kind of question. We never call the CEO of the hospital yet and ask him, but what come the hospital and they start the bill? What going on there? You understand? We never really target the people really and truly in charge of the department to really ask them. We always minister. The minister then played full. But let's continue, Andrew. Let's continue.
They played full? That is the best argument you have?
No.
If the ministers are saying that they are going to be the ones that can handle the position, they are the ones that put themselves on a list, they are the ones who get appointed by a coalition, and then afterwards, they end up dealing with the day-to-day activities of St. Martin. You can't promise me that you are going to fix everything, and then when things get hard, blame the CEOs.
No, but I prefer them to fire the CEOs than quit like Ludmilla de Weaver. We can replace staff. I believe the civil servant, and I've always said this, and I'm going to continue.
She's not the only independent member of parliament, Earl, so stop picking on her.
What is it? I'm not picking on her.
She's not the only independent member of parliament.
Okay, let me give my disclaimer now.
Okay.
I love and have nothing but love, admirations for most of these politicians. They are my friends, you know what I'm saying? We are friends. But when you postulate yourself and put yourself in a public limelight, this is what I'm saying. You gotta know what you're doing. That's what me want. I can't handle that. So me want it. You understand? But if you think Andrew laughing, if you think you can handle it, you better come ready to handle it. You know, you can't really say you want to be a politician, and then when you get in the politician seat, you quitting on the people there. That can't work. That don't work nowhere. That don't. You know, and I got nothing but love for her. You know, she would tell you. You know what I'm saying? Earlier, yes. I hope I'm still a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, I understand.
We are friends. You understand?
Yes.
But the truth got to be spoken,
There's
Andrew.
more persons that quit also. Okay.
But we ain't talking about the past. I ain't get there yet, Andrew. We ain't talking about the past because that we got more content to do. We're trying to tackle something now. You understand? And I'm trying to make sure that people understand. That's why Mr. Ortega ain't here, cause he would have been my first example of you need to understand what you're doing when you're postulating or what you're prepared to do when you're postulating yourself for the highest position in our country. It's not a game. And I'm tired of taking it for joke and thinking it's a way of a better life. You better change your family. You're not supposed to postulate yourself for those kind of thought processes and that kind of self-motive. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Earl, you need to bring it back a little bit.
No, we're not doing that, Andrew.
Like we're not taking over. You're talking straight to the people. I only talk straight to the people, but I understand your position.
Do you really?
No. But understand this, Earl.
Okay, good.
Ortega is able to defend himself, so I'll leave Ortega for that. For himself.
I was looking forward to a good exchange with him.
Yes, and I'm sure he's going to arrive at one of the shows.
Don't put your part on it, though. Don't put your part on it.
Yeah, okay, Earl.
But, okay, let's move on.
Let's move
After Ludmilla De Weaver quit on the people them, because she thought she was ready, who was after her, sir?
You know, you tell me who was.
Mr. Lawrence.
You tell me.
Mr. Roger Lawrence.
Oh, Lord.
Another, now you're old lad. Now you're old lad. Don't he do nothing.
The man resigned because of stress. No, but he did not postulate himself, though.
But he accepted the position. He accepted the position.
He was not on a political list.
But he accepted the position. He passed screening for the position. He had to submit his information to pass screening for the position, no, Andrew?
But it was stressful.
Stress? Okay. And then who came in after Mr. Lawrence and saved the day? The minister. You call him the minister of everything.
Oh, don't be using my words.
No,
against
but
me,
this is your show. This is your
sir,
show.
do not use my words against me, sir.
This is your own. This is your show, Andrew. I just watch it as a fan. I'm a top fan. As a fan. As a fan.
Hear what I'm saying.
I'm a top fan no more, but as a fan, eh?
He is he was the acting minister of yes, and he did do an okay job. Yes.
Okay.
What's your point? What's your point? Make your point, Earl.
So how is Minister Otley different than Ludmilla De Weaver and Roger Lawrence?
He didn't quit.
Because he understood the assignment of what he was postulating himself to do and came in there prepared to deal with it and do it.
You're like the Spain and the ass teacher in high school who used to do that circle thing where they start off with some weird word and then bring it back.
I came prepared.
At the end of the lesson, they go like, you see?
You call this preparation, when you're prepared.
Yes.
Listen, we ain't winging this no more, Andrew. You understand? Yes. This is a higher level of politics. It's very important that people understand where we're going with the politics.
You're trying to say it wasn't a higher level before? Earl, I do not like your tone and I need to bring it down now.
I just explained to you that you're the poster child for what?
No, Earl.
I just tell you you're the poster child for what, Andrew?
Earl, I am not the poster child for bashing. I am the poster child of informing the people of what exactly is happening in St. Martin. Have respect for me, sir. Have respect for me. Earl, coming back to blaming the CEOs for especially the politicians that put them there. At the end of the day, political responsibility, the buck's supposed to stop somewhere.
I agree.
And it's
I agree
supposed
with
to
that.
go from low to high, not all down, we go up.
And that's what I said, but that I would be firing. Not you want, if you causing me stress, I gonna fire you. I ain't gonna quit. The people elect me, they put me here, I pass my screening for here, I'm qualified to do this, I am the hierarchy. You understand? So I am the hierarchy.
Yeah, but you just can't just go into government and start to fire people left, right, and center.
Andrew, that is, if anything I'm going to say that I want the people of St. Martin to really and truly understand is that is our problem. That is our problem. Because let me explain this. Corruption, we have corruption, right? We have an ombudsman, right? How come no civil servant don't report the corruption to the ombudsman? They say, what? What do you mean by that, Earl? Let me help you out. What do you mean by that, Earl?
No.
What are you talking about?
No, number one, I don't sound like that. And number two, a report was recently given in from the ombudsman to the parliament where, some very crazy things happened in the ministry of Romy. And then it went through the process and the minister was able to survive thanks to the help of the political system that we have. Yay, 10. But understand what I'm saying.
But let me explain something.
So the ombudsman does work.
Yeah.
People do report stuff to the ombudsman.
And then what?
So what's the point?
That is the point. The point is corruption ain't just the minister. You know when people have to prepare the document, push the document, print the document, sign the document, carry the document. And all them people them there ain't blowing a whistle, ain't saying, hey, this wrong, feeling a kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You about to steal some land, transfer some money, rock, and you just pushing the paperwork, all the civil servants just pushing the paperwork where they got to go. You know how much people involved in the corruption?
Can you do me a favor and say money again?
Money. But no, Andrew, you see you're laughing. This is what I'm saying. I ain't laughing with you. I serious. You know how much civil servants involved in the corruption for the corruption to happen?
Police department, please, I need you to protect my good friend over here.
No, I good.
Who's
I good.
starting
No,
here
no.
on Polotricks.
I love St. Martin
And
because
civil servants do not blame him.
No.
Forgive him, though. He does not know what he does.
What?
You know, he doesn't know. Listen.
Excuse me?
That's why we stick to the politicians. You can't go after the civil servants.
Bro, listen, man. They don't, when you walk into a government, I don't really do government building because when I walk in there, the face alone, the attitude I just get, I be like, Jesus, peace. If that's the way you just treat the people, then stay home. Like if you ain't want a job, you ain't want to work, you ain't feel like seeing nobody today, you're not customer service, you're not customer service position, and you don't feel like being customer service, stay home. Okay. Like that's your job. You come in there and take an oath to solve the people there, and you take an oath, eh? But also I got to ask you, don't the oath say to snitch on the people them if you see something going wrong, you got to tell the people and you got to report. Ain't that part of the oath when you hand on the Bible? Is the hand on the Bible them they read there?
No, that's
some of that. We got to update that. Because you got to start to snitch on the people them. When you see something going wrong, they got the ombudsman there, put the ombudsman to work. That's why corruption can't run. You think the minister? That's why I can't go into government because the minister can't tell me to do nothing wrong. I'm like, minister, what you want me to call the ombudsman for? You know?
Wait.
You must want me call the ombudsman for, you know, Mr. Minister.
Earl, you're ranting. Hold on. Let's relax. Take a drink. Understand what I'm saying. Yes, there are mechanisms in place for you to report wrongdoings by your employer.
Really?
Yes.
You could have fooled me. But the amount of corruption that's going down there, you could have fooled me.
Yeah, but you just saying that. You
could
just
have
saying
fooled
it
me.
out blank. It's like word vomit. You're just saying it.
No. I just saying it. I just explained
based
it.
on what? Based on
how much?
Where is the report?
How much people does have to push the paperwork, print the paperwork, sign the paperwork, carry the paperwork?
It's called
deliver
government. It's called government.
Deliver the paperwork.
That's how we have to go.
How many departments the corruption got to pass through to be corrupted?
First of all, listen. Okay, you're taking it corruption based on what, Earl?
Excuse me?
Who, Earl? Corruption where, Earl?
Okay. I'm glad.
Give me an example.
I'm glad you brought it up. Okay.
Oh wait, you see? This is debate again.
Oh, no. Yeah, of course. I'm prepared, Andrew. This is what happens when you run into somebody who's prepared, Andrew. You can't. This is why when you know, Minister, the man, they just brought their party out, the Now Party. Christopher Iman.
Don't go there.
No.
Don't go there.
Christopher Iman.
Is Chris going to make a big scene? Do not go there. I warn you from now. This is a disclaimer. The Now is going to destroy you, Earl.
Destroy who?
Do not do it.
I would,
Earl, leave the Now alone. Leave them alone.
I would appreciate anybody to try. You know what I'm saying? For my intellectual opinion, Earl, and my opinion on the show, Earl, I would appreciate anybody to come and try to. I would like Christopher to come here and let's have a conversation. But okay.
No, he's scared of debate.
Of course. Because the question then I'm going to ask you is, wasn't he found in corruption for giving away land? We just forget. I don't forget now. But we just forget. No, he don't. No, he want to tell me he a party leader to do what? Give away more land? What you want to do now? Give one. You sipping water. Andrew, I asked you a question. You sipping water, man. We can't do this. Eh? I asked you a question. You sipping water. But wasn't.
I think we have a problem now.
Well, we have a problem.
No.
But can't I start with Christopher?
No,
you know what I'm saying? He's my friend.
Start with
you know?
Christopher. And stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop it. You can't bash somebody and say they're my friend.
I'm not bashing.
That's like the Stephen A. Smith shit. It's like, you know,
I'm not bashing. I'm saying the facts.
But he's the devil.
No.
Make up your mind. But don't do that.
This is not bashing. I'm stating facts. This is what happened. He didn't that what happened to him? Then what he involved in?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He went in for questioning. The case was dismissed due to the lack of evidence thingies.
Yeah,
stuff.
The civil servants, they may come forward.
Okay, but listen.
That what happening there. Nobody come forward and say yes.
The Now Party is a new, fresh party with new candidates that have hope for St. Martin.
So then his right hand man. Okay, so I go to Christopher. Yeah. What Andrew? What going on?
He going to Buncamp now.
How you know?
I done.
So. But you know,
15 minutes in the show. I don't know where you.
Andrew, I come prepared. I come to play with this. Politics is serious business.
Make up your mind.
Ain't no joke business. This serious business.
Okay.
Andrew, Dick.
My bad.
We got the country to try to build and run, and we can't keep doing this thing here.
And stop doing this. This annoying me.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get my points them across.
Yes, okay, it's getting across. Stop.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So now, Mr. Boncampo, he begging the courts to not call his case this year or push it back until
he appealed this case. Don't say he begged.
No, but yeah.
He appealed this case.
Andrew,
he's waiting.
Andrew, I had to read, Andrew, in the newspaper, they say the man begged the court to...
No, he didn't beg. The newspaper did not say beg. I read it. It did not say beg.
I go get it there.
You go get that newspaper that says beg.
Okay.
B-E-G.
Well, okay.
Never.
Okay.
We would never use that
Andrew,
word.
Okay, Andrew, I stand corrected. You're right.
I'm correcting you.
No, I stand corrected.
Begging was not in the article.
Okay, but it come across to me, and I'm going to transfer it to the people of St. Martin. The man went and begged them. You understand me? You understand me now? The man went and begged them not to push the court case back because it's a campaign year, and he wanted to reflect on his campaign. You understand them kind of ways? And I'm like, what? Then after I went in to see exactly what the case is that against Mr. Boncampo.
Oh God.
Do you know what you do?
Yes, of course I know what he did.
You mind telling the people what you do?
He was found guilty
Of
and
what?
he appealed of accepting a bribe.
No, a bribe or what?
People know the specifics, Earl. Don't come and make me report the news. This is not a reporting news
But
show.
you're the reporter.
Yeah,
You're
I
the
am a
reporter.
reporter, but this is not the platform for that at this
But this is
particular
politics.
moment.
You're reporting politics.
It's Polotricks.
Politics.
Yes.
It's a great name for it because all they're trying to do is politics us, yes? Boncampo get a dump. Boncampo get a dump and just take the money.
Allegedly.
Everything is allegedly.
Use allegedly, please.
Everything is allegedly. Boncampo get a dump. Like I said, Boncampo get a dump. He get a dump and he didn't do nothing with it. He get the money for the dump.
First of all, money. Say it with me, Earl.
Money.
No. Money. Earl.
Some hot knife from me. But listen, he get the money for the dump and what he do with it? No, he trying to protect himself. And it's working.
He's the deputy leader of the new party that is going to destroy the National Alliance.
It's fitting. You know what I'm saying? It's fitting. Because we got one allegedly accused, another allegedly accused. They team up to go in there to do more allegedly accusations. And then yeah.
You don't get to mix them
and
up.
Yeah.
Do not mix
and then, yeah.
up the new upcoming fresh blood in the new party that believe in a better tomorrow.
I know.
Better St. Martin.
Listen.
Now, the past transgressions of these politicians should not be at question now. It should be a new way of looking at things, Earl. Why? Because he is no longer with the National Alliance. His hands are no longer tied. The good MP Boncampo is no longer with the USP. He's gone independent. He's suspended, yes, but he's still an MP. So we're paying for 16 MPs, but that's a different story. Okay, and now there are 2 MPs on a party that will have 23 candidates. So they'll have 21 new fresh faces that is going to bring this country forward better than the National Alliance, because the National Alliance has been sucking at it.
We're going to have time for them. And I hope that, and I look forward to interviewing the No and all the upcoming party members.
They come here after that.
And they would be wise. They would be wise. Because I'm not playing with them. I'm not playing with nobody because I don't forget also anybody who's postulating himself for the highest position in my country. I have Barnes and Martin too. You know what I'm saying? And, oh yeah, speaking of the Barnes and Martin, let me touch on Mr. Rolex real quick. Mr. Rolex Jr., you understand real quick?
Julian Rolex, wait a minute now. No.
Well, let me touch on him real quick now.
We're not touching him yet. No, we ain't touching nobody now. Wait, hold on. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we continue our discussion here on
We got to touch them up now.
But we got time. Relax. What happened? Okay, we got time. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
To brag about. She has been so good to me. I will boast and I will shout. St. Martin, I will praise you. I am proud to be a part
my voice, I love you with all my heart. With all the hurricanes that we have suffered over the years, you still strong, strong, strong. Though COVID derailed us, you're strong, and that's a fact. Thank you, St. Martin, for always staying on track. I say, thank you, St. Martin, for bouncing back. St. Martin sweet, St. Martin nice, St. Martin complete, St. Martin is a paradise, St. Martin strong. Salute, you passed the test. Salute, may you live long. Salute, St. Martin, you're the greatest. St. Martin, I confess that we are truly blessed. No one can contest. You're the best. You weathered every storm. You suffered through the harm. You give thanks for every calm. You're the bomb. St. Martin strong. Thank you. May you live long. Thank you. I gonna sing my song. Thank you. St. Martin, you are number one. We've suffered many calamities over the years. We've lost siblings and parents. We have cried rivers of tears. We've lost our homes and business, but we never lose our hope. Cause we know St. Martin Peak.
Okay, welcome back to what we still call Polotricks. Hopefully this is not the last show, because I just don't understand with my co-host today, my guest co-host. I mean, I apologize once again. Let me give a disclaimer that the opinions of Earl is the opinions of Earl only.
But they're not opinions, Andrew. I don't like when you're saying they're not opinions. I'm stating facts. This is the thing, I'm stating facts. If I start to lawyer on the people them, when I start to lawyer on the people them, then you tell me about it. You understand?
Yes.
But
okay.
I'm stating the facts.
All right.
So Mr. Rolex, we was at Rolex,
no,
right?
we wasn't at
so
Rolex
Mr. Rolex,
yet.
if a man show me that he could take up land, bail on it, lose the court case, refuse to break it down, and he in a parliamentarian, I mean a minister, I could only imagine what he would do if he gets in there. So, but anyway, let's get back to what I was saying.
Wait, no, you're not. Wait, what?
What happened?
What are you talking about? As Minister Durant broke down
Legally.
illegally that structure that he had there.
It was illegally?
It was done illegally, yes.
But he wasn't illegal. He had what he had, Andrew? Tell me what you had.
Okay, listen, you can't just talk out of your ass here on the show.
No, I'm not.
Stop it. You can't just talk just like that. You can't just make up things and then just
Make
move
them up.
on.
Make them up.
He did. Listen, Minister Duran was wrong for breaking down a local structure that was put there legally.
It was legal?
Kind of.
Because he put a block down and make it legal? That's how the legal term come in? Because they get a land.
Earl,
you put
as
a block.
a St. Martiner, you deserve a piece of the pie.
I agree. But legally, that terminology you're putting around here, legally though, that terminology. Because there are examples. You were trying to make an example, trying to be a role model, trying to show people how to things do properly in government, and you're postulating for it, your position of government, and that your track record.
He does not have a track record because he never ran before. So you cannot go with baseless allegations.
I'm not baseless allegation. I'm just saying.
Him postulating.
So if all I said is if that's his, because again, we are creatures of habits. We are human beings and creatures of habits. Yeah, drink your water, Andrew. And if that is how some of these politicians or some of these people at St. Martin consider themselves to be from here, then I'm going to say, yeah, I got to go from here then. Find some place else to go.
Wait.
Because I'm from here too, you understand? And I ain't doing that. I ain't want to do that. I ain't want to be about that. This ain't what we from here doing this.
He from the French side people. That's why you can talk like this.
No. Listen, man. I born St. Rose too. I born St. Rose too,
But I just say, If they're looking for you, find them on the French side. That's what I'm saying. Find them on the French. Anyway.
I wish them all the best when they come across the border with that. You know what I'm saying? I wish them all. But anyway, my point is, like the beginning I said.
Oh, you're still making a point?
Yes,
oh, okay.
it's the same point.
I just lost all the points you're trying to make.
You got to be serious when you're talking about postulating yourself for the highest position in my country, which is St. Martin. I born here, I from here. You understand? I don't always be here, but when it's time to be here, I here. Because this is an important election again. And they start already. They start already with they're trying to fool my people them. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fool my people them.
And I'm sure you're going to tell me how they start already. Right?
No, I just saying.
How they start already.
No,
right?
I just saying, you know, and if that's our track record, you know what I'm saying? We have to do better, St. Martin. Because and what I'm looking for this election is I'm looking for people who already have done things or is doing things and that in the position
unfair.
And listen, and the position will enhance them to do these things. I'm not looking for nobody. If you haven't contributed in society, you haven't.
If I want to contribute in society, that's why I'm running.
No, that's the mistake. People, you can't tell me after I'm elected, I'm going to do. How many people do? How many people don't make us promises and say after you elect me, and then we elect them and then what happen?
You sound like the PFP.
No. I know PF nothing. Yeah. I'm not no politician. Yes. I'm Earl Levons Sr. But I'm going to hold a politician accountable. Once you postulate yourself and you say you're trying to vet or you're trying to become a member of parliament or a minister in my country, in my island, I have all rights then to make sure and ask you, but what makes you feel that you could do those things? And let me check out your background. Let me check out to see what you have been contributing. Let me check out to see your volunteerism. How are you volunteering? Let me see what you have going on already that you're going to enhance and continue to do it. Because again, we are creatures of habit when you get in there. But no, you can't come tell me you ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing. But when I get in there, I'm going to start.
Okay.
Thank
you, Earl.
Does that even make sense to you, Andrew? If I tell you, I say, Andrew, I can't play no basketball. But you put me on your team, you give me a uniform, you put me on the court, I gonna score 100 points. How I sound, Andrew?
Like a politician. that's exactly what they do. I just don't understand.
How I sound, Andrew?
That's politics. That's exactly.
But we ain't doing that. But we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
That's what it is.
I glad you got a hand movement.
Yeah, I get in the hand movement.
But we ain't doing that. Okay, so now back because there's different levels of politics and politicians. Okay. After Roger Lawrence,
should be good.
Yeah, this is great because after Roger Lawrence gets sick, and I don't play with health. You know, my motto, I don't play with health, and that's very important. You know, he got sick. It was too much for him. He moved away. In stepped the Minister of Everything.
I don't want to like you the way you say it, by the way. But anyway,
No, because
yes.
I have a list of everything that the Minister of Everything has done for St. Martin.
Oh, Jesus.
And
better not read it.
I will read it.
No, you will not.
I have to.
You will not read it.
I have to read
Hell
it.
no.
Because the Minister of Everything, Mr. Utley, he is making one of the biggest mistakes. Or he is making one of the biggest mistakes. What happened?
I'm looking for anything that is green here or something.
No, we in Black History Month, so you know, we in Black History Month, so I full black on black.
Okay,
but anyway, but he is making a mistake because the white man, because we Black History Month, I'm gonna say white man. So the white man already said that if you want to hide something from black people, write it down or put it in a book. And all he does do is press release. All he does do is press release. So if you're not an avid reader like myself, if you don't love reading like myself, if you don't dedicate your time to read like myself, you will never understand or believe all the things this minister has done. So allow me on this platform to let you know.
No, you're not.
And I ain't even got all, but I pick out
Earl.
The majority of the ones that I find that needs to be said. You know
Earl, no, you will not.
So I'm gonna start.
Earl.
Andrew,
no.
I'm gonna start.
Earl.
I'm gonna say that.
No. This is not. Nope.
Nope.
We ain't doing no accomplish. No, none of that. Just show the paper to the camera and say this is what the minister has done, and let's move on to the next topic.
No.
You will not do that.
That's basic.
You will
No.
not do that.
Andrew, because some of the stuff that he has done,
Earl,
the Samaritan people needs to know.
No.
They want to know.
They can Google it. Google it.
No, because
Google it.
They don't have the same. They don't have the same heart for pot because we've been
They don't have the same what?
heart. The love for politics, like I have, because they have been turned off from politics, and our voter turnout has been becoming lower and lower, and I want to really and truly try to fix that. I'm not talking to the bashers, them. I'm not talking to the people, them, who your spokesperson and you're proud to represent. I'm not talking about them kind of people, Andrew, you understand? I'm not talking about your spokes, you know? I'm talking about the intellectual people out there who actually want to understand where the country is, where the country going, and what they have done, you understand?
Because the intellectuals, that means they read.
Yes.
So
one thing about being an intellectual.
We don't need to speak to them right now.
No, because they don't
Therefore,
read.
we don't need to
So,
read them the list.
So the minister had his accomplishments, you understand? I want to start. He did the St. Martin census. It's supposed to happen every 10 years. But he come out, and we file government. But yet, here comes the minister. He did the St. Martin census, okay? He increased minimum wage from $8.83 to $9.95.
And you're proud.
Because and I've been saying this from the first time I've ever talked about politics. Every single minister is supposed to do this to reflect the living wage. Every single minister who comes in there supposed to give them an increase in the minimum wage. Because we're not nowhere close to it. Every minister, for every 4 years, come in, increase the minimum wage to the max. The minister understood his assignment. He did that. Then he turned around and he went to bat. He went to bat against the companies who refused to follow the decree. So people are like, yeah, the minister lying. The minister say he increased minimum wage, but team reflect on my paycheck. The minister then went to say, well, I got to report them because the company, your company ain't paying you the right minimum wage. Not the minister. The minister do his job.
Earl.
Okay, then he reduced the gas prices when necessary, and then he went to bat again for that. People say, yeah, Minister Soul ain't got, just call the name, eh? They didn't reflect the prices today. He called them again and said, yo, listen, they got it. He went to bat again for that.
Gas is up right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because of the world market. But when he
don't do that. Don't.
No, I'm doing that don't do that. But when he lowered it, and they didn't lower it, he went to bat for it to be lowered.
Okay, Earl,
He has moved the hospital the furthest since Emily got a vote of no confidence done against him.
Oh God.
No, seriously, because and I'm gonna tell you how straight up and down. No. There's certain politicians, there's certain people that me want to see ever again postulate themselves, and Emily is one of them. Emily, enjoy your retirement, sir.
It's not retirement. He's actually running again in the next election.
I got to see you, Emily. I'm going to see you, Emily. If that's the case, I'm going to see you, Emily.
Wait, what? You ain't seeing nobody, Earl.
Because
you ain't seeing nobody, Earl.
Because after you get a vote of no confidence from your own party,
Earl,
and you
that
cause
was politics, okay?
And you
welcome to the game.
And you cause I don't play that. I don't play politics, my boy. I play real talk. And you cause the delay, the start of the delay of the hospital.
How can you blame?
Bro, he get a vote of no confidence. Team you blame him. He own party blame him and give him the vote of no confidence. Me ain't do nothing. I'm just reporting the facts, Andrew. That's what we're doing here. Reporting the facts. Anyway, the minister has moved it along the first. I came down the hill. I came down the hill. I couldn't believe the foundation I just see. I like, but this is the foundation alone for the hospital. That's the foundation alone. I couldn't believe that was the foundation for the hospital.
Okay.
Anyway,
Earl, no.
He got the home put in from a few cruise lines, you understand? And
Earl.
the Ritz-Carlton, what stood out to me is the Ritz-Carlton brand. Because that's one of the most luxurious high-end brands of, and this is what I've been talking about. I'm like,
no, Earl, listen, wait a minute. Hold on. Can I speak? Can you give me permission to speak on my show, please, Earl? Can I say a little word? Just a little word. Okay. Earl, I appreciate the research that you've done because you came prepared. You understood the assignment.
I always do. Thank you, Andy.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I really do.
I ain't finished though.
But we will not finish.
I got to finish.
We will not finish.
He met with the Bus Drivers Association. You know how long the Bus Drivers Association been asking for a meeting because the bus drivers, they ain't got no bus. They don't do nothing. They do what they want. So we got to regulate that. We need a best. He met with the Bus Drivers Association. got going on with that there. He signed a service level agreement with a local entity, A&A Accounting Business Support and Training Center, to launch a training and business support program geared towards the development of micro, small, medium enterprises on our island. You guys want to start a business? You want to get funding for your business? You want to get assistance for your business? A&A Accounting, call Ann. Call Ann, she go help you.
He just doing his own freaking plugs.
No.
In my show.
No, I'm just stating the facts.
You should call Ann.
Because the service is there. I don't know if Ayo know their service. This is what I'm saying. This is the stuff that he has done to help Ayo and help us to better our living and our living condition. This is what I'm saying. This is the point of me saying this. So if you want to start a business, want to get funding for your business, you need to finance a business.
Do not say it again.
Call her. She gonna help Ayo. She there already. She willing and able. She that her opportunity is there for that. That's what she did willing for. You know, that's what the minister done. You understand? He collaborated with the American University of the Caribbean School of Medicine and the Positive Foundation to launch the return of the breast abnormalities screening program for women. It's to educate the community about breast abnormalities while empowering women to use the key strategies to proactively monitor their health. The last one was in 2017. The last one was in 2017, people. And it's free breast screening. Free. Did you know that? Did you know you could go get your breast screen up? Not get touch up. I said screen up. You know, touch up is different. Anybody could touch you up. You understand? But to screen you, to make sure that you know what they're feeling on there. You know what I'm saying? Free. To make sure you don't have the breast abnormalities leading into breast cancer, leading into, you know, so you don't got them kind of thing them there going on with you. Free. Did you know that? Okay, good. That's what the minister did for you. He reconvened the airlift services between St. Martin and Dominican Republic. You know, and this is what's the greatest part about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a tit for tat situation. St. Martin was, we good for tit for tat. You do me something, I gotta do you back something. I's a Muslim and I don't even got it like are you. I's an eye for eye, but are you the Christian nation? Are you people them? Is the tit for tat like it ain't make no sense. You know what I'm talking about? And what he did, because the DR stopped the winter flights, then the CEO, he stopped the airlifts. But let me quote the minister. I got a bunch of quotes. I got a quote for the minister because the minister is very powerful. He's very eloquent too, you know, and I just like how he does song. He said, it is important to understand.
I didn't even say anything. You're telling me to hush.
No, because
and I ain't saying nothing on my show. I quoted
the honorable minister. He said, you know, and he said, and I quote, it is important to understand the need to protect our own, which I believe was the premise of the letter sent in the first instance. However, we must also recognize our actions can harm more than help, and therefore diplomacy is sometimes a better avenue of travel. After I read that, I said, but this minister understands the assignment. He understands his job. Sometimes we take a harsh stance.
Do you understand your assignment, Earl?
I do understand my assignment.
Okay. All right.
We take a hard stance sometimes when we feel that we've been wrong, instead of actually, because the first thing the minister asked the man, he said, did you send a letter to Dion and ask them why they canceled winner? Did you ask him? He didn't even find out why they canceled winner. He said, oh, they canceled winner, so we're gonna cancel our airlift. I'd have said like Donald Trump, you're fired. Next. We ain't got time for that. We don't got time for people to be. So then the minister had to take his time. Be diplomatic, be the mature adult which these people are supposed to have in these positions.
Did he call Ann?
See me?
Did he call Ann?
He probably should have.
Oh, okay.
I know she's more mature. I know she's more mature and professional than most of these people. Yes. He need to hire Ann to train the civil servant how to be professional, because again they have a serious problem with customer service. Because this is not it.
Polotricks is brought to you by Minister of Everything, Omar Adli, today.
No.
And
no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Thank him for the contribution.
Don't do that.
You sure? Because that's not. But that's how it look, Earl. Because I think for the past 10 minutes you've been ranting on about the accomplishments, which I told you not to do, and you still end up doing it anyway.
I got 3 pages.
No, you're not going with the 3 pages, Earl.
So he fixed it.
You are not doing it.
He fixed the basketball.
You are not doing it.
He fixed the basketball.
I will start to sing.
No, he fixed the basketball court light so the kids have a positive.
Knows.
Andrew, please don't do that. He fixed the basketball lights so the kids have a positive activity they can do. People talk about the kids, them doing this, doing that. They thought because they ain't got nothing to do. When I was growing up as a child, I had activities to spend my energy. Because the energy ain't going to go nowhere. If you don't let them spend it, you think you're going to put them in bed and they're going to do what? They're going to watch you. They're going to watch them. They didn't spend the energy all day.
You know what?
So he fixed the basketball courts for the lights. He fixed the St. Peter's one. He fixed
the accomplishment.
He fixed the KAB one. You know what I'm saying? And he really need to continue on the rest of them to keep they going. He got the home repair program going, which he targeted the seniors, disabled single parents, and unemployed whose homes were damaged by 2017 hurricane. And this is what I'm saying. This man jump in and start to take up 2017 problems and start to address them, tackle them, fix them, and put action behind them.
That's why I call it everything.
He supported the Smart Tech program, Smart Tech program, as a program that targeted the senior citizens' homes to get them digitalization. And I'm going to quote the minister again because, again, the minister...
Yes, quote the minister.
No, the minister, he's very eloquent and he knows what he's doing. But again, he writes his press releases. So unless you're reading it, you don't hear, you don't understand what he means. And he said, the smart technology training is an excellent chance to enhance the quality of life for the elderly, minimize the physical and cognitive limitations associated with aging, and securing their safety while respecting their desire for autonomy. He secured funding for the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line to...
You just clap for the minister that...
What he said there, he said the smart technology training is an excellent chance to enhance the quality of
you repeat the quote. Okay.
Of the elderly, because that's what it is. That's what the point, you know?
Yes.
It ain't for nothing.
Okay, I understand.
He secured the funding from the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line to construct the Phillipsburg Marketplace. Quoting the minister again, because you got to understand what he means when he's doing this.
No, you're not.
This project is a #1 priority for completion for the Ministry of Tourism, as it is a key piece of enhancing the Phillipsburg experience for visitors. Critical features for the reconstruction of the marketplace include ensuring that it is built strong enough for protection from weather conditions and elements. The goal is for the new construction to withstand to Category 5 hurricane force winds.
Thank God. Thank you. Just thank God. Or you don't know, but thank God. Anyway, go ahead, Earl. You got all the time in the world.
No, I don't have it. I don't have it.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
So he secured the money to build the Phillipsburg Marketplace, which is something that's going to benefit the community of Phillipsburg. He launched a pilot project regulating immigration status of foreign workers. He had the community day where he hosts people from the community to hear their concerns. He raised the pension from $12.40 NAF monthly to $13.38.
Which has not yet gone into effect.
It is. It
hasn't gone into
effect. It's written in law. It's reflected on SVB. But their businesses themselves got to follow the law, the decree. That's not the minister. You can't blame the minister for that.
Yes,
he done his job. He done his part. And if you need to enforce, there's departments that has to enforce that. We lack big enforcement in St. Martin. But it needs you got to give the minister his credit for doing the job. He raised the minimum, it's done. He raised the minimum wage and he raised the pension, it's done. I just want all ministers to understand that every income minister got to do the same thing. You got to raise this is automatic. You have to raise the minimum wage and raise the pension age every time, every minister. Because we're so far behind, we need to do that. Okay? The ambulance department got 4 brand new ambulances and the respective training to operate those ambulances. Now we got 6 and 2. So that means we only had 2. He secured 4 more to make it 6 now.
That's the NRBP project, Earl. And it's under the Ministry of General Affairs. It's just that because he's the Minister of Health, he could take credit for it. But it's under NRPB money and General Affairs. He's not even in charge of the ambulance department.
Well, it happened.
What is he even doing there?
It happened under his watch in his tenure. So, and of course, they could have stopped it or could put
What?
He could have put his hand on the table and do nothing like most of the ministers, because most of the ministers, they ain't do nothing. For the years, I'm talking about years, but this man, and let me finish. You understand? So, okay, so I ain't
saying nothing.
No. I gonna move on because it's so much. If you want to dispute some of them, it's enough that you got to dispute enough. Okay? He concocted is the word I'm using. He concocted the first St. Martin investment policy and diversification strategy. The investment policy and diversification strategy is a dynamic document created to help the government of St. Martin formulate sound investment policies, especially international investment agreements that capitalize on foreign direct investments. Then he relaunched, based on that, he relaunched the Economical Development Corporation, where he just hired Tamara Leonard. Hi, Tamara. Good luck. Wish you all the best with it. Congrats again. You know what I'm saying? And
He's not even anyway. Go ahead. Just
because, and quoting the minister. You got to quote the minister now. Quoting the minister. Don't take my word for it now. Let me tell you what he did for. The minister said, a revitalized EDC will be an important vehicle for the country to attract foreign direct investments and be responsible for developing economic strategies to assist government in meeting its revenue goals to move the country forward while also improving the global image and geographic influence of St. Martin.
Oh, look at the time. Jeez. Oh, time finished already.
He concocted the very first St. Martin policy of agriculture, livestock, and fishery.
You gotta lose because time finished. Thank you very much for coming on, Earl. You know, I really love this exchange, and I really look so forward for you to come back.
He updated the basket of goods from 12 to 72 lists. You know what I'm saying? The old basket consists of rice, margarine, butter, milk and powder, canned milk, baby food, coffee and tea, flour, cornmeal, sugar, and cooking oil. 12. The new basket got milk, powdered, canned milk. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate powder milk, coffee and tea, peanut butter, jam, sugar, flour and cornmeal, margarine, oats granola bars, club social crackers, cornflakes, salt, black pepper, all-purpose seasoning, spaghetti, macaroni, ketchup, mayonnaise, vinegar oil, rice, a variety of canned goods, chocolate waters, baking soda, dish liquid, dish sponge, bleach, disinfectant with aroma, mop, broom, detergent, toilet paper, sanitary napkins, diapers, baby cereal, garbage bags, toothpaste, are still going, toothbrush, razors, shampoo, and conditioner, deodorant, boneless saltfish, eggs, people, eggs.
The girl them taking back shots. I said the girl them like their back shots. You don't know this about Chubby, and I'm here to endorse the thing called Outside Again in St. Martin this coming February the 25th. So here what? Get your tickets because Collision Man will be coming to you to rock you and jam you in St. Martin. You don't know, enough DJs gonna be there, Grandmasters, skillful band, and you don't know the Teflon band's gonna be in the building to rock you. So get your tickets, come on out, Sink It's Massive, I'm looking for you, Anguilla Massive. You don't know, ride it, bounce on it, y'all. Let me see you bounce on it, y'all. We ramping hard. Get your rags and get your flags and come in at the band. You don't know. See you guys in St. Martin on the 25th, Moonlight Bar with it. So what?
At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport.